Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all will fine and well at your home. Welcome in e-learning session of SSD of class 7, and in this video today we are going to learn chapter number 3, the changing earth.
Now, in this video, we will discuss about the same chapter about changing earth of class 7. Already in the previous video, we have discussed about the volcano and the earthquake and the movement inside the earth. Now, we will discuss about the degradation and the aggradation. These are the movement. These are also the movement, but these movement are held over the earth, yani on the earth surface. So, now let's start without wasting our time. What is the degradation? Degradation means the reduction of the height of the landform. Landform means reduction. Reduction means the erosion. Means that when the wind is blowing, when the flowing water is there, when the river is there, then these rivers run with a heavy velocity. Then this river, water and the wind is floating the sand and lot of material with itself, and when their velocity became very slow, then they started to left out. So these things we are called the degradation. Means that degradation is a process in which process the material is eroded of the surface, यानी कि upper layer surface का जब material eroded होना शुरू होता है, यानी कि that is the process in which process the material of the upper layer of the earth is started to eroded by the different method, by the flowing water, by the wind and by the running water, by the river. That process is called the degradation. Degrade यानी कि removed होना, removal of the upper layer of the earth. Yeah, we should say it means that degradation is understood. For an example, when the river is flows in the normal way with a low velocity, so means that how much material with itself, like the small plants, like the soil, like the minerals, so it started to left out on their bank of the river. For an example, Yamuna river, already you are very familiar with it. So when you have seen it very flow, the flow of the water is very slow, so there is no heavy velocity of that water. Then the whatever things with itself, because the Yamuna river, the water of the Yamuna has brought a lot of things with itself. The small plants and the leaves and the other materials also, like soils also. So when it is the very slow water, then it started to left it on the bank of river. हम किनारों पर बहुत सारी चीजों को इकट्ठा होते हुए देखा होगा. Why? Because it is a process of the degradation. Because from the one place where the process is very velocity is very high, जहाँ पर पानी की velocity बहुत ज्यादा तेज थी, वहां पर वो उसके पास पावर थी टू इरोडेड पावर. बिकॉज व्हेन द वाटर इज फॉल डाउन फ्रॉम द हिमालय एंड द माउंटेन्स, देन दीज वाटर्स आर हैविंग द हैवी पावर ऑफ इरोडेड. इरोड करने की पावर होती है, इरोजन करने की पावर होती है. दैट्स व्हाई, एंड द हैवी वेलोसिटी आल्सो. That's why from which path and the way the water is passing and moving, then water brought the lot of things with itself. जहां जहां से वो निकलता है पानी, वहां वहां से वो बहुत सारी चीजों को अपने साथ लेकर के आगे बढ़ता है. But when this water entered into the plain area, northern area, when the northern hemisphere, northern plain area में जब वो enter करता है, क्योंकि plain area हो जाता है, then their velocities became very slow, and when due to the slow velocity it is started to left out. For an example, when we have to flying the kite, जब हम kite उड़ाते हैं, हवा बहुत तेज होती है, velocity बहुत तेज होती है, तो kite हवा हमारी kite पे, यानी कि air, wind is brought our kite at very height, बहुत ऊंचाई पे ले जाती है. But when the velocity is very slow, जब हवा कम होती है, then our kite is fall down suddenly. हमारी काइट नीचे गिरने लगती है, क्योंकि एयर नहीं है, विंड नहीं है, वेलोसिटी नहीं है. द सेम प्रोसेस इज देयर. फॉर एन एग्जांपल, दैट इज माउंटेन एंड दैट इज द रिवर, एंड व्हेन द रिवर इज फ्लो, देन द हैवी वेलोसिटी सडनली इट फॉल डाउन ड्यू टू द हैवी वेलोसिटी. बहुत तेजी के साथ गिरेगी. क्यों? बिकॉज इट हैज अ पावर. अगर आप ऊपर से कोई चीज नीचे फेंकेंगे तो बहुत तेजी के साथ आएगी, हैवी वेलोसिटी के साथ आएगी. बट अगर आप नीचे देखेंगे तो बहुत स्लो चलेगी, एंड देन इट हैज नॉट अ पावर टू इरोडेड. समझ में आ गया? मे बी यू अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज द पावर degradation. It is a process, यानी कि here we are talking about only the heavy velocity of the water and the wind, because due to the heavy velocity of water and wind, they are having the power of eroded the materials and the fragments from the upper layer of the earth, and When it has the slow motion and the slow velocity, then they started to drop out, to left out the material whatever they have to brought from the backside. Now the aggradation is also the process of the deposition, deposit करना, to submit करना. यानी कि degradation process है to removal and aggradation process है to deposit. Degradation means to degrade, aggregate means to add. Understood? To mean that in the degradation we will discuss about the heavy process, heavy velocity, but here we are talking about the slow velocity, because due to the heavy velocity the degradation has done, and due to the slow velocity the aggradation will have done. Means that when the slow velocity will be there, then the wind, suppose that have you all are you very familiar and you are experienced about the wind and the storm also. So when the storm has come in our home, then the storm brought a lot of things, small polythenes, papers, dust and everything from the different area, दूसरे एरिया से कलेक्ट करके लेके आया. जहां से लाया है वो अपने साथ, वहां क्या हुआ है, इरोजन, मींस वहां क्या हुआ है, डिग्रेडेशन, but it left out. But when it reached in our home, suddenly the velocity is very slow, then they started drop out the dust particle. How much dust with itself, जितना भी dust उसके पास था उसने क्या किया, उसे drop करना शुरू कर दिया. Now they started to drop out this dust particles and it means that is a deposition, क्योंकि हमारे घर में उसने deposit किया और वहां से उसने erase किया. Same as with the rivers also. When the river flows from the Himalaya mountains and then the rivers are having the very heavy velocity, and due to the velocity they are having the heavy eroded power, and from which way they are passing they have to be eroded. वहां से तो उन्होंने erode किया, कलेक्ट किया, वहां पे उन्होंने छोड़ा नहीं, वहां से उन्होंने रिमूवल किया, बट दे ब्रॉट itself all material with itself, and when they entered in plain area, now they started to drop out, they started to left out. अब उन्होंने उसे ड्रॉप करना शुरू कर दिया. Why? Because now the water is not having the velocity, heavy velocity, to carry out this same material from further distance, अगली distance तक ले जाने के लिए उनके पास velocity नहीं होती है. That's why how much material they are having, they started to left out at the shore of the rivers. For an example, in ocean also, in Kerala, in Goa, in Mumbai, how many ocean beach are there? In this beach have you seen कि when the waves are flowing, तो waves में जब बहुत slow velocity होती है, then they have to brought the material with itself and left on the shore. वो किनारे पर छोड़कर चली जाती हैं. But when they are having the heavy velocity, तो किनारों की सॉइल को भी अपने साथ ले जाती है, सैंड को अपने साथ ले जाती है, किनारे कटने लगते हैं और समुद्र आगे आने लगता है. I am giving the another example, that is the example about the Ganesh Chaturthi, and the Ganesh Utsav is celebrated very in a huge manner in the Mumbai, in Maharashtra. So when they have to be deposit the Lord Ganesha in the ocean, जब वो Lord Ganesha का विसर्जन करते हैं, then maybe you have seen in the news also after the one day, because the ocean is having the slow velocity, due to that slow velocity how many statues we have to drawn into the ocean, the most of statues are on the shore, वो सारे किनारे पर होते हैं. Why? Because the waves brought these statue with itself, क्योंकि वो जो वेव्स हैं वो स्लो मोशन के साथ अपने साथ लेकर के आई हैं और शोर पे छोड़ करके चली गई हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें वापस लेके जाने की वेलोसिटी उनके पास नहीं है, बिकॉज इट नॉट हैविंग द हैवी वेलोसिटी टू रिटर्न विद इटसेल्फ, उनके साथ लौटने की वेलोसिटी नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई दे हैव टू लेफ्ट आउट एट द शोर. So now let's start to the next about the rivers. So now we will know about the rivers, what is the rivers is doing, what the waves are doing, what the winds are doing. Especially these are the base. So now we have to discuss about the base. What are the base of the work of the river, work of the wind, work of the oceans also. And now after the base, we will discuss about the particular thing, how many things are the agent. So we also call the agent. Now you should also know agent of the डिग्रेडेशन एंड एग्रेडेशन, यानी इसमें कौन कौन से एजेंट है, कौन कौन से चीजें हैं, दोज हु आर डूइंग द वर्क फॉर द डिग्रेडेशन और द एग्रेडेशन. कौन सी चीजें हैं, कौन सी नेचुरल चीजें हैं जो एग्रेडेशन और डिग्रेडेशन के लिए वर्क कर रही हैं. तो दैट इज द वाटर. वाटर इज आल्सो द लार्ज डिग्रेडेशन एंड द एग्रेडेशन. अब सपोज दैट डिग्रेडेशन के एग्जांपल, व्हेन द फ्लड became come, जब फ्लड आता है तो सब कुछ अपने साथ लेके जाता है, यानी कि क्या करता है, इरोइड करता है, एरोइड फ्रॉम वन प्लेस, एंड जहां पे जाके उसकी वेलोसिटी कम होती है वहां पे वो सारी चीजों को छोड़ देता है. तो व्हाट इज दैट? दैट इज द इरोडेशन, डिग्रेडेशन एंड द एग्रेडेशन. डिग्रेडेशन जब उसने अपने साथ बहा ले गया हैवी वेलोसिटी में, फ्लड में, when the flood has come and the flood has to be brought a lot of houses, lot of fields and lot of crops with itself. So what is it? It is the eroid, क्योंकि एक जगह से उसने सब चीजों को eroid किया है. But when it is having the very slow velocity, then it have to be left how much garbage with itself. सब कुछ आपस में मिलके garbage जैसा हो जाता है. And slow velocity के कारण रीजन से वो उसे छोड़ना शुरू कर देता है, ड्रॉप आउट करना शुरू करता है. तो when they have to start the drop out it, जहां पे उसने ड्रॉप आउट किया वहां कौन सी प्रोसेस हुई? एग्रीडेशन. तो वाटर इज अ मेजर एजेंट ऑफ द डिग्रेडेशन एंड द एग्रीडेशन. नाउ द विंड ऑल्सो, already we all are experienced about that wind. And now next the waves. So now in the next video we will discuss about the wave, about the rivers and the others.
Aggradation is the process of sedimentation in marine basins in which sediment supply is equal to the generation of accommodation space. Aggradation always occurs after maximum fall or maximum rise of sea level. During aggradation, stacking upward sequence form, in which sandstone overlies sandstone, shale overlie shale, limestone overlie limestone, and so on.